you can hear me well. Welcome. This is my very first episode of Becoming Christina Butterfly. If you don't know, I am a personal development human design coach. I also am a host of my podcast, Becoming a Butterfly Podcast. But this is about me. This is about me becoming Christina Butterfly. So, let me break it down. I'm going on a journey. I'm on a journey pretty much started already. But this part of my journey is really focusing on myself. Focusing on making a choice to get this weight off me. Creating a life, a limitless life. A life that belongs to me. I decided to come and sit outside on my step today on my porch to record this episode. This is my first episode. And as you see on the title, is talking about why I'm choosing not to get weight loss surgery, VSG surgery, gastro bypass surgery, whatever you call it. I'm choosing not to get that. I hope the background noise ain't too much, but I wanted to be more relaxed. Recording this, I have in my podcast, I have a whole background, everything set up, is all business. But this one, I wanted to really be more behind the scenes of you seeing me really create a life that's limitless. That's really my goal. But it has to start with things like me taking my weight serious and my health serious. So I want to send shots out to a healthy alternative. Because, alright, so I'm going to take it back. Dealing with these medical issues that I've been dealing with, I have been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I'm dealing with swelling of my brain and neuropathy, type 2 diabetes, all these things, right? I'm going to be frank. I'm so horrible at medicine taking. I am. If it is not a direct effect that I feel immediate when I take it, I don't remember. I don't know if that have anything to do with me once being addicted to drugs or I don't know. But I don't remember. I have to either be in actual serious pain to remember to take pain medicine, unbearable pain for me to take it. I take my Adderall when I have to work because I feel the effects of it. But I think if I had to take it every day at a certain time, every day, it wouldn't work. Any medications that I'm given to have to take, it just don't work for me. I'm so horrible at it. And so one of the reasons why I was adamant about getting off of psych meds, because you gotta take this every day for 8 weeks before I even start to feel that it affects. So who gonna help save people around me in the next 8 weeks? This is what I'll be thinking. I need something that's gonna shut my ass down immediately, right? So because of where I want to go and in the direction that I'm trying to go in my life, I needed a way of losing weight that was real direct. You feel what I'm saying? That I can pretty much start over. So all of my doctors was telling me that they wanted me to get the gastro bypass surgery. And I was tempted, y'all. I was so tempted. Ma'am, but y'all don't know is when I first started my podcast last year, I was trying to focus on losing weight through fasting. That's why I sent a shout out to Healthy Alternative because we're Christians, because that's what he teaches. That's all he teaches. In fact, I had recorded the beginning process of me on the path of losing weight the first time I wanted to do a fasting challenge. And it was, I did not do my prep good. And then when it came to the fasting, I let my mind started overthinking, and I just was like, you know what? I think I lasted for maybe about 36 hours of fasting, and then it was just like, it was hell. And I think I just allowed my mind to just take over, and I was at the same time trying to do too many things at one time. And so focusing on trying to start this podcast, I really didn't know what I was doing when I started. It had so much I still had to learn behind the scenes and technical stuff and producer stuff. I'm not a producer, so I'm learning how to produce me. It was crazy. It was difficult being able to maintain the fast and having to focus on creating my podcast and it was a lot. So I ended up stopping and ended up just solely focusing on my podcast. Well, Thursday I recorded my last podcast episode of the season, because I'm doing my podcast by the season. So I recorded the last episode of the season, and I said, well, this is perfect. This is a perfect time for me to really focus. So I've already did the prep. I can say that I'm very proud of myself on how I did that prep. I can say that I'm very proud of myself on how I did the prep, because I was consistent. I was making sure, disciplined. That's the word I'm looking for. I was being disciplined. I did fall off a little bit, tiny bit, I think on Friday, but I was like, that's not going to change that, and that's not going to stop me. I haven't eaten any food whatsoever between between the time of 8 p.m. and 12 p.m. all this week. And matter of fact, let me get my book, because when I understand, when you talking about your weight, because you're a research girl, so when you doing a channel, and this is really about me becoming Christina Butterfly and whole, complete. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm absolutely wonderful at coaching and helping people to elevate to become their best self, but I also want to stand in my truth, and I know that there's no way in the world that I'm going to be able to travel, or this is a brand new business. This is starting from the ground up, from the very ground up, that I'm starting my podcast is centered around me being a coach and being a personal development coach and a human design coach and teaching people truly of their purpose and their gifts, right? But I got to stand in my purpose, and I got to stand in my gifts, and I got to stand on the fact that in order for me to really be whole and complete, it got to be mind, body, spirit. I got to take my health serious. I just do. So keeping track of the weight. On last Monday, on the 5th, I weighed myself. I was 294.5. I had started, I started the prep on Sunday, and I did the prep all week, all the way until yesterday, Sunday. Today's Monday, the 12th, all the way until yesterday. And the last thing I ate one meal yesterday. I haven't eaten anything since 6 p.m. So my first goal is to get through these next 24 hours. I have to look at it that way. Anything bigger than that is going to drive me crazy. It's going to overwhelm me. I know that my goal is to not to eat any food from today all the way until Friday. I feel like I get tongue-tied when I think about it, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous of not being able to really complete. Maxie, go lay down. Y'all about to be out here barking at people. But today I got on the scale, and y'all, 291. Literally in 1 week. I feel a difference. And I know it's just water weight, but I feel a difference. I can walk around, I can breathe better in a week. That's crazy. Yeah. At this point, I don't have no choice now. I decided not to get the surgery. So I go on YouTube, as we do, YouTube University. I go on YouTube and I'm just reading watching the video of amazing videos of women with amazing results who is truly saying how much they love and do not regret getting the surgery. I'm not gonna lie, my biggest fear is loose skin, right? Every woman admitted that they had loose skin. But what really topped the cake for me is when they tell you what happens before the surgery, what you need to do prior to the surgery. And one of the things is that you have to go on a liquid diet for 2 weeks. Y'all, when I heard that over and over and over again, that you have to go on a liquid diet for 2 weeks prior to the surgery, it was like an epiphany for me. Now, as I said, prior to digging deep, learning, because I never did the research on weight loss surgery, to be honest with you, because that was my biggest thing, was about weight loss surgery. Now, it was about loose skin. Now, I do have my neighbor, she had the weight loss surgery in her 20s, and she doesn't have any loose skin. Also, she says she never had surgery for loose skin. I don't have any reason not to believe her, but she doesn't. I also feel like she made it very clear that she wasn't always heavy. It was like, such a situation, got depression, a lot of things happened, and she got pregnant with her son, and then she gained this tremendous amount of weight, which I completely get, because my weight started off from pregnancies and kids, but I lost a lot of that weight. My weight regained during the time of COVID, and without me realizing, because I was so conditioned of being in a house, house anyway, I was in the house for years, not moving, not doing nothing, just was eating a lot of leftovers, a lot of fast food, just doing a lot of things, eating a lot of things I ain't no business doing or eating. So I just woke up and realized I was as big as a house. I really went from size 16 to size 20 in a couple of years. And so now at 45, I'm in my 20s. Losing weight is a lot difficult, but choosing to lose weight, not having loose skin with the surgery, I just didn't see how it was possible. And my 8 times is not on my side. And then another reason why I truly believe where the loose skin comes from after the surgery, from breaking down from what the women say is that month after the surgery where you truly losing the most amount of weight. What prevents the loose skin with fasting is being able to replace eating with liquid, with water, distilled water preferably. And don't be in, listen, how I'm choosing to do this, I'm just sharing it. I don't need nobody experts' opinions, no, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? I've done year-long research. I was watching a healthy alternative, and Chris Jane, and watching his community, and in his community to a certain extent, I'm now long enough to understand in the know that I'm making the right decision. I know that I am making the right decision on how I'm choosing to do this. I'm not going to break down all of, a healthy alternative. You go watch Chris James for that. I'm just going to let you know what your girl is doing. And what I am doing is, this week I will be just drinking water all week. My goal is to do 5 days fasting, 2 days of eating. So I'll be fasting every day this week all the way until Friday, and then Friday at 6 p.m. I will break my fast probably with some soup and some veggies and some fruit. Absolutely gonna take pictures and post on my community tab of the food and stuff that I'm eating. I do not want this channel to be only about my weight loss journey. However, I do want to take you guys with me on my journey. And a part of my journey right now is focusing on losing weight. And also, you probably post some recordings and talk about some behind the scenes things that I am doing on my off season of my podcast. I already started rebranding. I started creating digital products. The digital products, favorite dog barking. But digital products that's just really based on, Mike was right, but really having digital products based on what I'm teaching with human design and personal development, but keeping my personal development for myself and using human design. I'm supposed to use it to create a life for myself. It's really my goal. But I have to start with this weight. I have to lose this weight. Just not only just to be healthy, but being able to move around, because the pain that I've been living with and dealing with been unbearable. It can be completely unbearable. But watching and learning about USG, I think I'm saying it wrong, but the weight bariatrics, VSG, the VSG surgery, just that month afterwards, the most critical time You can't drink water. You can't drink anything. Your stomach is so shrunk that anything you try to drink, you bringing it right back up. Everybody said their first month was the worst. And I truly believe that it's that critical time of your body not being able to drink in as much water as possible is the reason why the loose skin occur. And so I said, well, let me see. If I had to lose this weight immediately, y'all suggesting I have the surgery. Prior to the surgery, it is a must that I fast, that I have a water fast for 2 weeks. I said, well, why the hell I just want water fast? Why won't I just water fast? Not, let's keep it clear, deciding to have this weight loss surgery don't mean that next week I'll be under the table, right? Of course, I have Medicare, so it's a strong possibility. It could be a whole 6 months wait for this. It just didn't make sense to me. So I said, that's what your girl gonna do. Because I need to lose weight now. I need to lose it now. So I will be every day this week doing a little quick recordings and keeping y'all up on how this journey gonna go. And we're going to upload videos weekly. Originally on my podcast, I said I was going to upload just on Mondays, and I think I'm going to change that. I'm just going to put weekly, and because I don't know how often weekly I'm going to upload. I might just go upstairs and edit this video right now and just post it. Do the same thing tomorrow. I don't know. I just want to be honest about this journey and take it one day at a time. Girl got her water. This been my baby right here and been keeping me together. I've also was juicing, but I'm not gonna lie, I gotta get through today. And so I'll get on here tomorrow and let y'all know if we made it a whole 24 hours. So we made it a whole, actually 6 p.m. tonight will be a whole 24 hours. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check back in. We make it 6 p.m. And I want to be honest. I want to be honest and authentic. I think that's why I stopped last time as well. And I realized I was breaking it, and I felt embarrassed to say, guys, I don't want to do that. And I gotta know that I have to be disciplined. It's so crazy. Chris James did a video last night on discipline and how to get through the fast doing discipline. And so I'm like, dang, I gotta be disciplined, period. I can't play around it. I can't bullshit about it. I gotta be disciplined about this thing. So we're gonna check back in. All right. We're gonna check back in tonight, and I'm gonna go upstairs and do some work. Take this thing serious. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching our first episode of Becoming Christina Butterfly. Like, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going from Christina. My birth name is Christina. Everybody always call me Chrissy. My art name is Ssi Ssdi Artist, because I'm an artist, so that's my artist name. But my podcast is I'm Becoming Christina Butterfly. It's showing up in my coaching business. I'm showing up as Christina Butterfly, and I want to be fully all the way in. You feel what I'm saying? Low key right now I feel a little bit like Christina Caterpillar, but it's okay. I feel that way sometimes. And so we're just gonna take this thing one day at a time and get to Christina Cocoon so Christina Butterfly can soar. All right, guys, I love you, and I see you back in the next episode. All right, so make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure if you want to take this journey with me, and you want to make sure you follow me on the journey and catch every video, make sure you like, subscribe, and click that bell icon so that YouTube will notify you and let you know when I upload the next video. All right, guys, I love you dearly. See you next week. Bye. It is now Tuesday morning. I know I was supposed to get back on here yesterday at 6, but y'all, yesterday was crazy. It was so crazy. So before we get into what happened yesterday, let's talk about, I'm still fasting. Right now, I have been fasting. As of 9:32 a.m. this morning, I have been fasting for 39 hours and 31 minutes. I'm so grateful for that, let me say. Ironically, I have not really been dealing with so much hunger pains. I've been dealing with a lot of detox. So I suffer from dry eyes, like chronic dry eyes. And it's something I've been suffering for years. I caught an eye infection many years ago. I say a little over 10 years ago from contact lenses. I used to wear contact lenses every day, all the time. And not really because I needed it. It had a lot to do with self-esteem and insecurity. Honestly, I wore color contact lenses for a long time. And I wore them for so long that people thought they were mine. And I would let them think it, even confirm that they were. And so a lot of times when you're not living in your truth, y'all, God will show up and force you in a space. And so I caught a real bad eye infection, and I haven't been able to wear contact lenses since. But I also been suffering from chronic eyes ever since, and it's gotten worse. Y'all, it's gotten worse over the years, per se. Honestly, that's how all my dry eyes being chronic, showing up again, dealing with severe body pain, being diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, finding out that they're connected, that rheumatoid arthritis and dry eyes are connected. They're both inflammatory diseases. It attacks your muscles and just everywhere. And so because of that, now this was crazy. The last time I remember was doing a fast, I remember the first day, between the first and second day of me actually not eating any food, my dry eye was crazy. It's one of the things that led me to break my fast, not understanding that that was a part of the detox. It was a part of my body pushing out anything that don't belong. And it starts with the thing that bothers you like the most. And so when I really thought about it, doing a prep last week, to the end of the week when I was only eating one meal a day, I was dealing with a lot of body ache. My room is in the attic, and going up and down the steps, I was already dealing with pain. But when I first started the fast, started the prep, the pain started subsiding, and my water, the pain started subsiding. Well, started easing up. But then them last couple of days, the more food that I cut down, I was just dealing with a lot of ache and a lot of pain. So yesterday, after I did my video in the morning, my eye was bothering me a little bit, but I'm used to my eye agitating me when I first wake up in the morning. Usually when I put my drops in and my ointment, I use Rostaceous and eye ointment. Usually when I put that in the morning, I'll be good. I don't know, it might be a little greasy around my eye. If that's the reason why, if it looks a little greasy around my eyes, because I have to put my ointment in my eyes. But yesterday, so when I have inflammation to my eye, it's just irritated all day. The corners of my eyes stay wet, it stay draining, then it's really dry, it's hard to blink, it feels like tiny rocks in your eye, then it start to itch, and I hate when I have flare-ups, because nothing works when I have flare-ups. Nothing. Like no ointment, no drops. There's nothing works, and it's really agitating. But I had to stay on a course. I started reaching out into AHA, a Healthy Alternative Community. He has two communities. I will link the Facebook community. I'm not sure how to link the other community, but when I figure out, I will. But I will definitely look the Facebook community. They was instrumental. They was so instrumental in helping me. I'm definitely, as usual, going to link AHA YouTube page in the description below. But I can't even describe to y'all how encouraging it was to just post on there and say, hey, this is my issue. I'm dealing with severe dry eye. I noticed this happened the last time I tried to fast. Is this normal? Everybody was like, yes, it's absolutely normal. You bear down, just take it, go ahead, you can get through it. And the support didn't just stop there, because later on in the evening, shout out to Matthew, he hit me up, and I'll link his particular YouTube page in the description below as well. But Matthew just hit me up and was like, hey, I'm just checking in, making sure that you still hanging through there, like still dealing with the fast. I know how tox can sometimes be a lot. And it was just so encouraging. You feel what I'm saying? And even this morning, people were hitting me up this morning and saying to me, hey, just checking, making sure that you're good. And so I was able to post, which I am going to post my 36 hours. It was just like, it was dope. It was really, really dope to have support. This journey, it does take a lot of support, but it's also very singular because nobody can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So I'm really shocked and surprised. Let me tell y'all, do your prep, because last time I did not do my prep like I was supposed to. I started in the beginning, then I fell off in a little bit, talking to myself, well, it's gonna be my last time eating. So what I did was I used the whole month of July of overindulging. I really did. I ate all the stuff that I felt like I'm gonna miss right away, and or I can't, or things that I'm absolutely know I can't eat no more. Towards some fried chicken. Damn, y'all. I know that I gotta eliminate fries out of my life, but I did. I overindulged in a lot of things that I really. I bought Twinkies. I can't even tell you last time I ate Twinkies, y'all. I ate 2 boxes of Twinkies, not in one sitting, but in the month. So I really did. I end up being the most weight I ever was, and that was it, 297. So day by day, I'm just taking it day by day. I gotta do some work on the computer, but yo, real talk. So I'll probably do a little bit behind the scenes of me working and recording and me getting some work done. I'm waiting to be able to get my actual vlogging camera, because I'm on my phone right now. But you know what? I'm always telling people to take your phone, use your phone. So guess what? I'm taking my own advice and I'm using my phone to record this video. I just want to be encouraging in every single way. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times we see people on podcasts or on YouTube and they working out instructions and tips, and you feel what I'm saying? And even me, I'll be fussing on my podcast, but we all go through it. You feel what I'm saying? None of us is exempt of going through things in life. I don't care how elevated you get out, none of that. As a coach, I don't want to ever come across as a person who don't have any problems. That ain't true. That's not true. But I've also learned how to manage and handle and deal with it. And it still be struggle sometimes. My weight is a struggle for me. But cigarettes used to be a struggle for me, and it's not anymore. And I thought there was a time that I would never be able to quit. And that's just not true. It's not true. You're capable of doing whatever it is you set your mind to. Someone had put a post I had put on in the AHA community that I started my fast and that I had fears of this not being successful, that I end up breaking my fast. And someone put in a quote, the only way that it will fail if you quit, if you just stop. It's just an experience. Every step gets you closer and closer to your goal. So I didn't take that as an excuse if you don't make it, but it gave me encouragement to just be like, you know what, I can do this. And if I fall, I can get right back up. But this thing is my life on the line here. You feel what I'm saying? And I had a reading done some years ago. It said that I was going to live a very long time. And a lot of things, mostly all of the things in her reading has already came true that she gave me. The reading was a few years ago. But I keep that in the back of my head. There's 2 things that haven't came true yet. And one of them is me living a long time, right? Because I just turned 45 in June. I was about to say last month, but it's August now. In June. So in order for that to happen, I have to be healthy. My body has to be healed. I do want to live as long as God allows me to live. But do I want to be in pain? One of my grandparents died before I was born. My other one died. I never knew him. My grandmom, she passed, but she spent a lot of years in a lot of pain, bedridden. My grandfather, my mom, he spent a lot of years in the bedridden. That's not what I want. My mom looks amazing for her age. She still works as a teacher. She's 70, you wouldn't even know it, but she's up for retirement. She also was born with ailments, but she also is taking her health serious as she get older. She ironically don't walk with a cane, even though she has spina bifida and she has a leg shorter than the other. And she was told that she would never be able to walk right. So that'll tell you the power of God. Not only does she walk right, but she blind in one eye, so she doesn't drive. So she walks everywhere, catch the bus everywhere. She lives in Philadelphia, so SEPTA is everywhere at all times. But it's just, I know what's possible, and I just had to take my health serious in order for that to happen. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all an update on what was going on and why I wasn't able to get on here yesterday to let y'all know that I made it a whole 24 hours. But it's cool because I'm still here. I'm still riding. Not hungry. I'm not hungry. So much so that I'm really considering fasting Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see how it go if I do it Friday. Want to learn more about dry fasting? Go to AHA, a healthy alternative, right here on YouTube, and learn all about it. You can look. You can even go in the search and put up dry fasting healthy alternative. His videos, this video. Hey guys, so I'm about to get ready to get some work done. And I finally got up and made up my bed in about an hour late from work. Yo, yesterday I was on point, y'all. I was up and at working early, but if it's only your own business. So I'm about to go over here and get some work done. It's about 11, like I said, and still haven't eaten anything. I had refilled my cup. You see I'm up and dressed. I gotta turn this top around. Your girl, I'm left-handed. I gotta turn this top around because your girl is left-handed. And so I need to be on the other side. But I'm about to get over here and get some work done. And I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of me working on my business and what I do. Right now, I am creating digital products for my podcast. Next season, I'm creating digital products for my podcast. Next season, I'm going to be teaching human design. And so I want to be prepared. I'm going to have all my worksheets and all of my free downloadables. And I'm doing a 30-day mindset shift. You got to do the work. I really want to get off of Social Security. I really want to get off the Social Security. And so the more I'm learning about my podcast and breaking down and understand what kind of digital products I want to create that pertains to my business. I don't want to just be randomly selling digital products. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I stay real specific to mindset shifting, human design, and personal development. That's just my pillars of what I'm sticking to, especially as starting a business in personal development and human design coach. Y'all gonna be with me when I get my very first client. Y'all gonna know when I have my very first client. So I'm just doing this thing. I'm taking it from the bottom. This is what it looks like starting from the bottom. All right, guys. So just letting you know, your girl, we ain't cheat. We ain't nothing. And yo, I'm going to tell you ironically now, I get prescribed Adderall. That's my medication. And so I can contribute a lot of not feeling hungry at all to the Adderall. But what I can say is normally when I take the Adderall, I don't even be really focused on drinking water that much. But because I've been drinking water so much, the Adderall is really, really helping me focus. But I'm continuing the water. I'm not thinking about being hungry. So now I'm not saying this to go get you some Adderall because it is my prescription. I actually do need it. It's literally the only prescription drug out of all the psych meds that I was prescribed. It's the only prescription drug that I currently use that actually work. And so, anyway, how you girl about to get to work?